my voice cracked right there.
Of course.
That was so horrible.
Of course. You were sounding great earlier when you were singing.
I apologize to the people. I didn't expect my voice to crack like that.
She sounded great earlier. She really, I heard her singing it earlier. She sounded good. But of course, your voice is going to crack when we're rolling.
Thank you.
And I keep saying what I was looking for at the theater. I kept looking for just one of them days. And I'm like, oh, it's not just one of them days. It's just one of them days. But Monica's song, I sing it every single time I look at this or hear it or see it on the TV. It's just, you want to sing just one of them days. So let's talk about one of them days. Let's talk about how long it is, who's starring in it, what it's about. Because I heard it's fun.
It is fun. One. It's rated R.
Okay.
It's an hour and 37 minutes. It stars Keke Palmer as Drew.
Keke booming.
Mm-hmm. This is her time, her era.
It is.
She is living her best life.
She is.
It also stars SZA. If you didn't tell me, if she didn't say it was her first time acting,
you wouldn't have known.
I would have never known, because that girl's a natural.
Is she? Okay.
She was great as Alyssa. She seems like a seasoned actress.
Mm-hmm. Like Keke.
Yeah, Keke is a seasoned actress. Mm-hmm. So, Vanessa Bell Calloway as Mama Ruth. Lil Rel Howery as the buyer. Cat Williams has a funny role as Lucky.
Micro mini pimp.
And Maud Apatow plays Bethany. And Patrick Cage plays Maniac.
So what's going on with this crew? What is going on in this movie that everybody's talking about?
All right. So Keke and SZA, Drew and Alyssa play best friends and roommates. Mm-hmm. And they discover that Alyssa's boyfriend has taken their rent money and done something with it. So they don't have the rent. And their landlord is really a stickler. He's like, look, if you don't have my rent by midnight, I'm putting you out on the streets. And he already put somebody else on the street.
This is starting to sound like Friday.
With all this stuff. It's a lot like Friday.
When she came up, where's my rent money?
Right.
Y'all been ducking and dodging me for 2 weeks now.
Yeah. It's like the
That's what it's starting
Friday.
To female version of Friday.
Yeah. So they're going against the race against the clock to avoid eviction and keep their friendship intact.
Okay. So I've heard it's really funny.
It's very funny.
I haven't seen it yet, but a lot of people said it's really funny.
Yeah.
And I could use some comedy right about now.
Yeah, there's a lot of hijinks in this one.
Mm-hmm.
If you like that type of comedy, like they have in the Friday movies and all those type of movies.
All About the Benjamins.
All About the Benjamins.
And I like watching that. I like watching All About the Benjamins a lot. I like those type of movies when you need just some comedy. You just want to sit there and clear your head.
If you want a lighthearted,
that's the stuff. Yeah, that's the stuff
funny,
you watch.
Yeah,
and you learn all the quotes.
It also has some heartwarming, things and little lessons.
Lessons to learn.
Yeah. So about judging people, and I mean, there's several lessons in there. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
So you have some fun facts for this one.
Costume designer Cairo Quartz gave a nod to Friday when she dressed Keke Palmer's character in a flannel similar to that worn by Ice Cube throughout that film. Whereas Ice Cube wore a t-shirt under his flannel, Palmer wore an athletic gray crop top.
Okay.
Issa Rae, a producer on the film, makes an appearance as the voice, making an announcement when Drew and Alyssa go into the payday loan business.
I had no idea Issa Rae was a producer on here, so she's doing in front of the camera and behind the camera.
Oh yeah, she's
a lot of people are doing that lately.
Yeah, she started out like being behind the camera too.
Oh, so, okay, I didn't know that. Okay, it's good to have both, because if you can do both, at least you keep your income turning and turning and turning.
For real.
So that's a great idea. I need to learn some behind the scenes stuff. That might be kind of fun. It actually does look kind of fun, though. Have you ever seen behind the scenes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Director Lawrence Lamont says he drew inspiration from 90s black cinema, like Friday, Baps, as well as movies like Superbad. So, yeah, it was a lot like Baps, how they're best friends and everything.
They were truly ratchet in Baps, though. I mean, like, insanely ratchet. The gold teeth and It's just something about that movie that bugs me a little bit. I ain't gonna go into a tangent about it, but
I did not know that.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the ratchetness.
All right.
Like, who should have been in that movie if they were like, on the scene at that time, would have been Tiffany Haddish, or if they did a remake, Tiffany Haddish would already be a shoe-in for that role in Baps.
Right. Right.
She got to do all the ratchet and hand clapping and all that stuff.
I could have seen Tiffany Haddish in this, but I feel like that would have kind of ruined it. I'm like afraid to
because of her. Are you a fan of hers?
I like her, but she got a little oversaturated for a minute, and I think that's probably why she took a break. Because it was a little too much. She ready.
Mm-hmm.
So
that makes sense.
I'm not ready for her to come back just yet. I mean, I'm sorry.
I get you got to make your money. We ain't mad at that, but there's just some actors that just irritate us. And everybody has a pet peeve when it comes to certain actors or actresses. She's one of mine.
Yeah. I enjoyed this, but what I don't enjoy is when you show some of the funniest parts, and I know you want to get us into the theaters, but don't show like the funniest part
in the trailer.
And then we get there and we're like,
I already seen this.
That's the funniest thing. I mean, overall, I still enjoyed it, but those were the funniest parts.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. They show that in the trailer. I haven't seen many trailers for it, so I'm okay with getting everything fresh and new when I do see it. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep it like that too. I don't want to see any other trailers. Like I've seen like the ads for them, online and whatnot, but not any trailers. So
I'm gonna give this 3. That's 3. How I feel personally. I know
just
that
average.
Some people love it way more, and they would give it 5 out of 5 and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give it average. I feel like if this was on like say Netflix or something streaming, I probably would have scored it higher because free. I mean, I already paid for Netflix, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got you.
Don't have to go nowhere, and it's just, watch it in the comfort of your own home.
I know. I'll be glad when they
extra.
Like we never thought, streaming and all that stuff. But I remember at one point they were talking about, this is a long time ago, when movies first opened, you being able to get them at home. It would be about $25-$30. But you figure if you go to the movies and you spend money at concessions, about the same, you would be in the comfort of your own home, watching a brand new movie, but it would hurt the theaters. It would definitely hurt concessions, so it would hurt the theaters making money. I know they make a lot of money off concessions.
That's true.
So that would hurt the theaters.
That's true.
And I do want to keep the nostalgia. I like the nostalgia of theaters. I like being in there and sitting in the seats and, getting served my food and all that good stuff. So you pay for the experience of it. So I don't know if that would be a good idea or not. It would just be convenient for a lot of people. Because I'll spend maybe $20 if I go there. If I got my popcorn and my drink are free, but I might get a hot dog or burger or fries or whatnot. So you might spend about $10, $15.
Those people just have the whole meal at the theater. Yeah, no, I go the cheap route.
Ever since they first started doing it,
popcorn perks. So I get my free popcorn, or if I'm going with somebody, I upgrade that to a large for $1 or extra large for $3. Sometimes I bring my cup, and if I'm really feeling funky, I will treat myself to a refill icy, which is $4. But
that's still not bad for an icy.
Yeah, and that's about as far as I go.
See, I go sometimes, and I make sure that I'm hungry when I go, just so I can eat. Because I love their beef hot dogs. I'll go I'll wait till I'm hungry.
One time I went with one of my close friends, rest in peace, Freddie, but he was like, I'm treating you to this movie, get whatever you want. And I was like, I always wanted to try a hot dog. I'm gonna have a hot dog. He's like, get it. And I got it, and I took a bite out of it, and it was disgusting. And I don't know if it's because we went later in the night and maybe it was an old hot dog.
Sitting there, did it look like wrinkly and dark?
This was years ago, but I was like,
Yeah, they're good. They have to make them fresh, which now, because they got basically like a kitchen back there, they do make everything fresh. Because when I order, you have to stand there and wait for your hot dog.
Yeah, this is when they had them like rolling.
Rotate. It was probably old because their hot dogs are actually really, really good when they make them fresh.
I don't even eat hot dogs anymore, but back then I was like, yeah.
I ate the beef hot dogs.
Yeah.
They're really good. Then I got my popcorn and my pop. But, that's at some point I see it probably happening. Maybe not right now with the economy. Like I said, we know it's not going to be good for theaters if that happens. And I'm not sure if I would pay $30. I don't know. Like I said, it just depends on if you got 5 people at your house and you pay $30, then it's cheaper than going.
Yeah. But see, I don't have all these people in my house,
either.
so it's not worth it for me to pay $20 when I can go right up the street and pay $10.
$10. And maybe spend about 15 or so if you get your pop and your popcorn or whatnot or a hot dog.
Right.
But not too bad.
Well, IMDb is giving it 7.1 out of 10. And the tomato meter is giving it 95%, and the popcorn meter is giving it 90%. So this is
they're kind of different,
hot and fresh.
Certified fresh is what they're saying.
7.1 out of 10 is good for IMDb. So this,
yeah, they're kind of tough sometimes.
Yeah, people are really digging this movie. I mean, I enjoyed it. Like I said, it just, you know, I don't want to see spoilers. I don't want them to spoil it in the trailers. But I still enjoyed it. I still laughed. I still enjoyed, like, there's like a kind of will they, won't they, you know, romantic kind of thing going on.
Would you recommend matinee, or would it be cool if they went past matinee?
I personally would recommend matinee, but if you're, like I said, if you love all the Friday movies and
I do
all of that kind of stuff, then, and especially if you're going with some friends, and especially if you're going to, like, a lot of theaters now, they serve drinks. If you're going to indulge in a drink or two, oh my gosh, that could be a great girls' night, guys'
probably
night, whatever,
hilarious
date night, whatever, hilarious. So
okay,
yeah, I'm not mad at full price, but I'm glad I paid matinee.
Okay, well, there you have it, our review.
Did I say how many clappers I'd give it?
Yep,
I said 3. Okay.
Yep. So yeah, our review for One of Them Days. She was just saying she didn't remember the clappers, that she gave it 3. But that's our review for One of Them Days. Don't forget that Jules and I, we are on Cash App. You'll see our tag right here. Any donations are appreciated. We take requests. Let us know what you want to see. We'll review it, tag you, and say your name on the show. I'm so tongue-tied right now. Okay, don't forget.
See how I feel.
I'm like, blah, blah, blah. We're also on Facebook. We're on YouTube. And we're on Instagram. And don't forget, Instagram, for longer than 15 minutes, it'll cut you off. But that's okay. Just go subscribe to our YouTube page and then like and follow on our Facebook page as well. And also share a post. Chit chat with us. Let us know what's up with you.
Do.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you very much for tuning in to GottaBeReel movie reviews with Thommi. That's me and Jules. And we will see you back soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.